Hey, Pain to Power family, before we jump into today's episode, I want to personally invite you into something deeper. Our inner circle community on Patreon called Kingdom Culture, where pain to power becomes personal. If this podcast has ever met you in a moment you needed it, helped you heal, challenged the way that you think, or reminded you that you're not alone, this space was built for you. You'll get early access to every Pain to Power episode before anyone else. Each week, you'll unlock exclusive content you won't find anywhere else, extended episodes, and raw behind-the-scene mini vlogs. No filters, no narratives, no manufactured moments, just real life, real faith, and real process. A side of me I haven't shared like this before. We gather weekly through live streams, book and Bible studies, Q&As, and real-time connection, because transformation doesn't happen in isolation. That's not all. Inside Kingdom Culture, you'll get early access to major announcements, upcoming events, and retreats, new merch drops, exclusive giveaways, and what's coming next before anyone else. At its core, Kingdom Culture is a real global community built on connection and growth. Iron sharpens iron. Your presence matters, and you are a part of it. So press pause, go to www.patreon.com/Kayla Cardona and step into Kingdom Culture today, and I'll see you there. Now, let's get into today's episode. Today's guest is someone many of you may recognize from Netflix Selling the OC. She stepped into the spotlight in season 4, joining the Oppenheim Group, where multi-million-dollar listings, big personalities, and serious drama are part of the job. But as you all know, what you see on TV is only a fraction of the story. Behind the glamour, the designer outfits, the luxury properties is a woman who stepped into one of the most competitive and scrutinized environments you can imagine. Cameras rolling, opinions flying, and the internet ready to judge every move. Before real estate, she explored creative paths in modeling and media, building the confidence many viewers now recognize on screen. But stepping into a global Netflix franchise is not just about the brokerage. It is about navigating pressure, criticism, and learning how to stay grounded when the world suddenly has an opinion about you. And in the middle of all of that, she was also stepping into one of the biggest roles of her life, becoming a mother. Today, we are talking about what it is really like behind the cameras, the pressure of reality TV, the growth that happens when life throws you into the spotlight, and to get to know who she really is. Everyone, please welcome to the show, Ashtyn Zerboni.
Aww. Hi, everyone.
Please tell me I said your last name right.
You did.
I did?
Yeah, you did. You said it correctly.
Okay, good. All right, I'm so good. I'm so good. Oh my gosh, I'm going to cut that part out. Or maybe not.
Yeah, leave it.
Well, thank you for being on the show today.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Yes, I'm so excited because... well, obviously, we'll get into it, but I didn't necessarily have a lot of chances to really get to know you.
I know, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, I know. But I'm excited to continue. Well, we've had conversations before, obviously, but to really get to know who you are behind all the stuff. And of course, we got to start with all the juiciness.
Oh, yes. The juice. Okay.
So let me tell you, I know this might become a shocker to everyone, but I have not watched the show until literally 3 days ago. So I finally watched it.
Mm-hmm.
Girl.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
Yes, so much.
I've watched it like 3 times, and each time I watch it, I have a whole new wave of emotions and like new things that just get to me. Or
You've watched it 3 times?
Yeah, because I've been trying to like just compartmentalize like how I was made to look this way, and I don't know, try to like strategize how I could not fall victim to that again.
Oh, that Wow. I've only watched it once. You know how they have us watch it right before press day?
Yeah.
For interviews? That's it. After that,
Well, that's when I watched it 3 times.
Oh, okay, okay. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. Okay. First, I want to start off by saying I felt you. I You've watched Selling the OC seasons 1 to 3.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So
I know.
so season 1, I know there's a lot of emotions and you know, crying, and I felt like you in season 1, except I wasn't pregnant.
Oh,
You were.
yeah.
So I feel like that's such a great.
I have been getting so much hate online for how much I cry because they think, oh, she's playing the victim. She's hiding behind her crocodile tears. I'm like, no, I don't cry that much normally. My emotions were the highest they've ever been in my life. And I literally couldn't stop the tears on camera, off camera, at home going to bed at night. Like it was just a sad little puddle everywhere I went.
Well, let's settle that real quick, okay? Is filming easy?
No.
No.
And like you said, you cried a lot and you weren't even pregnant.
No. Well, I'm also just a crier. You know, I try to fight it though. I try to fight it because the internet tried to come after me for that. But since then, I mean, it's been 5 years ish.
Yeah.
Like I've grown so much since then, but like I'm still a crier. Like I'm a sensitive person. You know, I'm a feeler.
It's good to feel
I feel
things.
everything.
Yeah.
So even though you were pregnant, it's like for me, when I watched it, I was like, listen, you have a heart. Like you feel everything. And then not to mention, of course, because you're pregnant, but also the pressures of the cameras and the lights and having to be on. And anyways, I want to hear your side, like as far as how did it feel for you? Like you felt the weight, the heaviness, and you're tired, you're emotionally, mentally drained.
Oh my gosh. Like beyond what you could imagine. I mean, I didn't intend to. I actually, when I got the audition for the show, or, you know, whatever, the interview process, I wasn't pregnant. And the interview process took a while. It was like, 5 months had passed, and I messaged them. It's like, hey, is it a no or a yes? Or like, you could tell me no. I just need to know the answer, because my husband and I were going on our belated honeymoon. We didn't get to take one right away. We had to take it like 2 years later, and we were going to try for a baby on the honeymoon. And I didn't tell them this, but I just wanted a definite answer from them, and they didn't give me one. And I was like, life can't stop just because I'm waiting on their answer. And not unfortunately, but I got pregnant like the first time we tried.
I was wondering that. I was wondering if they casted you knowing that you were pregnant.
No, they did not.
Oh.
I did not want to film while pregnant. I just assumed because 6+ months had gone by that I didn't get casted.
Yeah.
And so finally we try, I'm pregnant, and then like literally within the same week that I find out I'm pregnant, they call me and say that they casted me. And I'm like, do I tell them? Do I not tell them? Like, what do I do? It took me a while. They didn't start filming. I wasn't going to tell them at first because it was so soon. I had just found out. I was like, I don't have to tell them yet.
Yeah.
But then they kept postponing filming. It was like 3+ months that they postponed. And I'm like, I'm going to start showing soon.
Yeah.
I've got to tell them. So I told them, and they were actually happy for me. They were like, oh my God, congratulations. That's so exciting. So
well, they also couldn't pull out either because
too
that's
late
like
at that point.
Discriminating. Well, it would be discriminating.
Yeah.
Because
no, for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know why I was worried about that, because I was like, dang, these are like the 2 most pivotal moments of my life happening simultaneously. I don't want to give up either of them,
You were a mess.
Oh man, I know. God damn, I didn't even know what I was getting into.
But it's so cool because, well, I don't know if you call it cool, but I think it would be cool, like, because your daughter is gonna watch and be like, oh yeah, that's my mom. Like, there's me in her stomach.
I'm just hope that she's like turns out okay after everything she went through in there. Poor thing.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I didn't know that, and I've been wanting to ask you about
Yeah.
that. And then of course I want to talk about, like, first of all, your outfits. Girl, I have to acknowledge you.
Thank
the
you.
outfits, the makeup, the hair. I would have worn every single outfit, and that's saying something.
Yes, because I loved your outfits too. You were a queen. Yeah. Well, let me say, I absolutely put my best foot forward. I poured my heart and soul into curating looks. And let me also tell you how incredibly challenging that is, considering my body was changing every single week.
Oh, yeah.
Every single week, I was just growing out of the current clothes. I had to be up with the styles because I needed a new outfit every week. But also, like, the amount of, like, how tired you are when you're pregnant. So, like, there'd be days where, okay, I have to pick out my outfits for the week. Then I have to go home and, like, plan with the hair makeup artist and my stylist and all these other people. And it's like, okay, sometimes the production team is very, you know, up in the air. We're going to do this time, and now it's this time, and now it's that day. And so I'm moving it around on these girls a lot. And that was also very challenging. But then not only all of that, but I also live in San Diego. I don't live in Orange County. So I was commuting every day. So they'd say, oh, wake up at 8 a.m. not wake up at 8 a.m., be here by 8 a.m.
Right.
So I'd wake up at 4 a.m. to go be glammed at 5 a.m. because it takes, 2+ hours to then drive. So I had time for that commute to be there by 8 a.m. And I'm pregnant.
Why did you?
And then I would shoot double scenes. One scene in the morning, one scene in the night, not get home till 10 p.m. We finish at 8 p.m. I drive home. My legs are getting fat and swollen. I'm hurting. I'm tired. And then wake up and do it all again.
You're constantly sitting.
Yeah.
Okay. That by itself, I don't want anyone to be coming after my girl anymore. Like, seriously, imagine doing all of that pregnant. It looks glamorized and beautiful.
I'm happy the way that the look of it came out, but behind the scenes, nobody knows what I went through just for that part alone.
How come you didn't just stay in Orange County?
I actually asked them, I go, can you guys start Ubering me like you Ubered the other cast? They're like, well, you're not drinking, so we don't need to Uber you. And then I asked for them to, like, put me up in a hotel or something, so I could, and they said the budget didn't permit.
I can't.
I tried, and I asked them multiple times. Begged practically, like, please.
But that's no excuse.
It was maybe like one or two times towards the end, like the end scene. They had a car, so I could just, like, sit and take a load off, and not have to be driving myself. And oh God,
I'm so sorry. I do not agree with that. So you're willing to pay for an Uber for people that are getting stupidly drunk, but you're not willing to do that for someone that is pregnant, carrying a full-blown baby. Okay. Anyways, I'm not even going to get into that. Let's move on. But there is something that I want to talk about specifically. Girl, all your outfits. Yes. Okay. But there's this one scene. Okay. It was towards the end. Okay. She's come out of his car. Gorgeous, just hair, face, dress, sparkly pink.
I know what you're talking about.
Dress, just stepping out, and then all of a sudden you just see her go, bam, with this big old brown, beige, cream bag.
I probably could have picked, like, I have a cute little pink bag with a bow on it. I probably could have used instead, but
okay, hold on, because I know the whole world is going, what in the world is that? What happened?
I was so tired, and there's so many things that I wanted to bring, because since I'm commuting, it's like I wanted snacks, and then I wanted, like, a little mini makeup bag, and then I wanted just, all the things that I want to bring with me, but I don't want a backpack, but, like, I didn't want a cute little purse that only carries a credit card and a phone either, and so this was like the only bag that kind of matched, even though it didn't even fully match.
Yeah.
And it was just, it's a nice bag, whatever. And I thought that people would look past it, but apparently not. But then also the fact that it was so heavy, so everywhere I carried it, it was like, whoop, whoop. So I set it on the table.
I was wondering why you, like, had your whole arm.
Yeah, I mean, like, nothing's changed, guys.
Okay.
A ludicrously capacious bag.
Oh my God. I was dying when I saw that.
I know, right?
Oh my gosh. I love this. We're going to have to stick around to the end, guys, because we're going to do a what's in the bag. Because I don't carry purses, or I have, like, little mini purses.
That's absurd to me.
lip gloss, stevia, and then
I'm prepared for anything.
I could see that. I could see that. So I thought that was so funny. And then just because obviously it didn't match, I was like, there has to be a story behind the fact that she carried this big old bag.
I mean, you just saw the scene where I pulled snacks out of my bag.
That's so good. Anyways, I thought that was hilarious, but everything, you just looked absolutely stunning.
Thank you.
Okay, let's start from the very beginning. Okay. It was funny because as I was watching, I was like taking notes. The talk with Fiona on the couch. The what do they call it? The
Chipgate scene. That's what everybody's calling it. On the internet, they're saying Chipgate.
I can't.
It's like a hashtag even.
Oh my gosh, the confrontation. There's so much things that has happened on that couch.
The confrontation couch. Brandy called it. So true.
Confrontation couch. So many more things has happened on that couch.
No.
But we won't go there.
Nasty couch. We need to bless it.
I hope Jason is deep cleaning that thing. Anyways, the talk with Fiona.
Sorry.
So
Cackle.
For starters, well, I was there.
Yes.
I was there for that scene. But I couldn't hear anything because I don't think you know this.
You were also there for the dinner that she was talking about, that she's upset about.
Yeah.
You were there for that dinner as well.
On camera?
No, off camera.
Yes, off camera.
Yes.
Correct. Yeah. When you were sitting in the corner and I was sitting with Fiona and Brittany. Was that the one?
You were sitting with Fiona and I was sitting with Brandy. We went to Javier's after our first night of filming. That's where she came up with this scenario that she was upset with me, but that was 3 weeks prior. So why
And she brought it up at the dinner?
She didn't bring it up at the dinner.
Oh, she didn't, because I couldn't hear anything.
I had no idea that she was even upset. And also 3 weeks had passed. We'd seen each other. I'm offering to drive her to, shooting. She's like, oh, where are you getting your hair and makeup done? I'm sending her my makeup artist. I'm sending her my hair girl. I'm sending her pictures of my outfits every day. So I had no idea that she was upset with me.
Until
that scene. Which is why I was so taken back by it. I was like, I made one little comment. And if you were upset, like, why didn't you say something then? And I was curious to ask you even, did she seem upset with me that night?
Not that I
recall.
No, not that I recall. Because we were all getting
along. Did she bring it up to you shortly after that she was upset?
No.
Do you see what I'm saying?
She didn't at that point.
Yeah, not until 3 weeks later.
Yeah.
When I was filming a scene and I said, hey, she was supposed to be filming that day. And she goes, I go, hey, would you like to drive up with me? And she goes, are you filming? And I said, yes. And then no response. Next day, couch drama.
I see. Yeah.
So for me, it's kind of like maybe she wasn't really upset, but then she like wanted to, be part of the drama in the season, and she chose to be at that point. I feel like it was a decision to be upset. And then also she didn't even remember the details of it correctly and try to make it seem like I don't know, man. Ugh.
Okay. So, well, I was distracted by the chips. But here's the thing. I know that they exaggerated the sound of the chips.
I wish that I could say that I ate chips in her face, because honestly, I love that scene. I think it's hilarious. I think it's iconic. Yeah. But I did not eat chips in her face.
Okay, that's what I thought, because I was like, I don't remember her eating chips. Am I crazy?
I had the chips with me, and I sat down with them, and I had one when we first sat down, and maybe one more before the conversation started. And then maybe after she walked away, I had a couple because I stayed sitting there, and I think that they just juxtaposed it together and added in,
That was brilliant, though.
Because
I was entertained.
I was watching it, I was like, I felt like I was in a Twilight Zone, because this shit did not happen that way. I was like, but it's hilarious. I was busting up.
It was hilarious. But I remember sitting there, like, watching it. I was like,
that didn't happen.
Chips? I didn't see the chips.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, I got to talk to you, but I had to wait until we filmed. But, okay. And that has been settled. About the something about her. Well, I guess it doesn't matter anymore because they broke up or something.
Yeah,
right?
they broke up.
Yeah.
So I heard.
So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I felt like
It was just like a
it was a
understanding of a
I thought it was a
situation.
misunderstanding, but I think what they kind of cut out a big part of the storyline, which is like later on why I get so upset with Fiona, is they cut out the whole part of what she called Charlotte, my actual real life business partner that night, and told her a lot of made up things that were detrimental to like my partnership with her. And then she was saying to Charlotte, like, oh, Ashtyn, she doesn't deserve you. Like, I would die to be your business partner. Like, blah, 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 blah. And so later in the season, when I'm like super upset confronting Fiona at like Gio's birthday dinner, they had cut. And also when I'm saying, oh, and I have screenshots, it was all regarding the conversation between her and Charlotte. It wasn't even about other things. A lot of the times when I'm saying these screenshots, I'm talking about a whole different conversation, and they cut this whole part of the storyline out. So like me and Charlotte had like conversations about it on camera. Me and Fiona had other conversations about it on camera. And so they just chalked it all up to like they boil it down to like just the tiniest bits of the heightened drama, and it really makes it confusing for the audience. I feel like whenever they see me, so why is she so emotional and so upset over something? But it's like that whole story was cut out.
Yeah. There's so much more that happens behind the scenes that makes you be that way.
Yes.
That they don't show. So
Exactly.
they think that you're reacting to some little moment.
Yeah.
When they don't know that there's this going on and this
like an
going on
iceberg.
and this going on.
The
like
tip of the iceberg,
yeah,
and then there's all this
literally.
other stuff that happened.
That's a really good image.
Yeah.
That is so, so true. So let's move on. We're going to move on to Gio's birthday, which I was uninvited. It was so sad.
They uninvited you.
They
like
had
they
to.
uninvited you to my baby shower.
I know.
That was
like, y'all.
They told me I had to do it. I go, I'm not doing it. I invited her. She's invited. If you guys can't afford to have her there, because that's what I told you. They said it was a budget issue. They couldn't pay you to film that day. I was like, if you guys can't afford it, you uninvite her. I invited her.
Come on, you guys.
Netflix can't afford it? You're joking me.
They can't afford me.
Yeah, they're too expensive.
Man. That's a different conversation.
Yeah.
So I was really bummed about Gio's birthday. Because, me and Gio were cool.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not like super, super, super close, but it would have been fun. But I'm honestly kind of glad I didn't go.
I wish I wasn't invited.
Because when I watched it, and I'm pretty sure the show didn't even show half of what
No,
really
they didn't.
happened.
You could even ask Gio. It was way worse than what they showed.
Oh, I
was
know.
worse.
Because during that time, Fiona was calling me.
Yeah.
While it was happening.
Oh, really?
And I had to like console her and all the things.
Yeah.
But I won't go into that because
Yeah.
she's my
Yeah.
friend and
No, for
I'm not
sure.
going to bring out
I mean,
her
I
personal
consoled
stuff,
her
but-
too.
Yeah. So let's get into that. Let's unpack that here. Let's go.
Things that weren't seen.
I did notice that you didn't really click with anyone. There was very much like people hanging out with each other and then just you.
I mean, I felt like, so even like in the beginning, when we first walk in, they cut a lot of scenes of me hanging out with people. They made it look that way.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. So like when we first walk in, I like say hi to Gio and whatever. And then I go, oh, I have a birthday gift for you. And I walk away and I come back with a bottle of Clase Azul, which then all of a sudden they're all taking shots of, but they cut out me gifting him. They cut out me being a part of that. And it's just like, well, damn, like that was my gift that they're all taking shots of and enjoying. And I'm standing right there. And it's gone. And it's like, okay. And there were times where I did walk away from things. Just whatever. So like,
Yeah.
and they use that to their advantage too. The way that production has an eye for these things is just kind of really crazy.
Yeah, no, truly. It reminds me of the office scene when with the Fiona on the couch and I was like there.
You're there.
I remember like there's a couple of scenes where you and Brandy was looking at me.
Yeah.
And it's so crazy how they could cut
Yes.
so much to make it seem like I was never there.
Yeah.
And it's like, I
You
think
were there,
at
yeah.
1 second you can hear my laugh in the background because I have a very...
You know your own laugh too.
I know
when
my
you're
own
watching.
laugh.
Yeah.
My laugh is weird. I have so many different laughs, but I'm like, oh, there's my laugh. But that just goes to show that the scenes can look so
They're so
different.
heavily manipulated.
Oh my goodness. So that I knew that they cut out so much because I was like, they purposely isolated.
They've done that in other scenes too. Because
Yeah.
I remember like certain times where I'm like, I actually, before I walked out of Palm Desert, like I actually went outside and I said bye and hugged every single person.
Yeah.
And then
at the end.
at the very end, where I have like that
okay.
hot scene of me walking out in that green
Yeah.
dress, and I'm like with my sunglasses.
Yes, I
I
love
went and I
that.
said bye to everybody one
Yeah.
by one. I didn't just come out of my room and dip out like that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
whatever.
Did you say bye to Fiona?
Everybody. Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've never been that kind of person that just, even if we have a tip. And you know what? No, the thing is that Fiona had a really bad night, and I knew that.
Yeah.
And what they didn't show, I mean, is that they did, after Alex Hall came into my room and was trying to save face, and, you know, with that whole scene, they put Fiona in my room. I don't know how she ended up in there, but she was very drunk. And I was trying to have a serious conversation with her, and it hit me. I was like, she's too intoxicated for this. She's not going to remember it.
And the cameras were
And
in
the
there.
cameras were in there with me rolling. And I look at the cameras. I go, I had it. I started yelling. I was like, this is absolutely fucked up. Who put her in here? She's not going to remember this. She's 23 years old. This is wrong. This feels wrong.
Yeah.
Get out. I shove them out. I rip our microphones off of both of us. I throw them at the production team. I walk her to her bedroom. They're trying to follow us. I shove the cameras out, lock her in a room. Alex Hall comes in there. We change her and we put her to bed. And we put her to sleep, give her water, took care of her.
Wow.
And it's like, especially me doing that for her, you know, and like I probably could have owned her in that conversation in her current state, could have made her look stupid, but that's not, you know what I'm saying? I didn't want to do that to her. These are things that really bothered me, that were really important for me to resolve with her with a clear head.
Yeah.
And so I told her we would talk the next day, which we did, and then they cut it all out, and it's just like that part gets really frustrating. And then she calls me later after I leave the house, and she's like crying, she's having a panic attack, and I'm like, it's okay. She's like, how did I change? My boyfriend's upset. He thinks I changed in front of the cameras. I go, no, do not worry. You did not change in front of you did not get naked in front of cameras. Like, everything is okay. Do not worry. Just breathe. It's all going to be fine. And I talked her through it. So it's like, and then what happens later in the season is why I think just everything hits me hard, because I felt like I kept again and again going out of my way to like be kind and to show up for her and to, you know, send her the makeup, the hair artist, send her, just do all these nice things for her. And I just felt like everything that I did was not appreciated, and that she still just came at me in a dark way. So it's kind of knowing that she's your friend and you have a completely different experience with her. It's just, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how to put it. Sorry,
you
I
guys
just
talked?
word vomited a lot.
No, it's okay.
No, I actually asked her, I texted her and I said, hey, I was just curious for my own peace of mind. Can you tell me who in the San Diego group told you this so-called rumor? And she said that she's not going to expose them and hope that we can move past this in a professional way.
Is this the Andrew rumor?
No, this is the seeking arrangements rumor.
Which we're going to get into.
Yeah.
Okay.
She refused to tell me, unfortunately. You know who it is?
No, I don't. But I've noticed that she kept saying, it's a rumor though. It's a rumor though.
Yeah.
But how everyone just started just like eating at it. Like little...
People loved it.
Oh yeah.
fed
It's
off
like
of
it's
it.
a rumor though. Oh, but let's keep using it. Let's
yeah.
keep. It's almost like they were stretching it.
Yeah.
And that's another thing that it reminded me of me, where I felt like I was being ganged up on.
Yeah. I definitely
And,
felt like that.
You know, and I know the circumstances are way, way different, but it was very similar.
I think one of the like most disheartening scenes that I saw is like whenever they're all sitting, I'm like on my baby moon in the Bahamas, and Fiona's sitting with everybody, and she's repeating the rumor again, and she's saying it with a smile on her face. And that was my first time seeing it. And that part is what really, I think, just hurt my soul the most, is to see her lie and say, I hate it when a pregnant person cries, but I did hear that they met, you know, like the way that she says it, it's like you're saying that you don't want to make me upset and you care about me, but in the same breath, your face doesn't say the same thing. It has something behind it that's not good.
Yeah.
Evil.
Let's unpack that.
Yeah.
First of all, let's just say that rumor was true. Okay. That you were on seeking arrangements. So what? Let me just say something real quick, because people are they try so hard to criminalize a woman trying to have want a provider. It's very different when you call it a provider versus a sugar daddy. Okay. So that
I can say confidently that I wanted a provider, man.
I would love a provider. If you want to call that a sugar dad, girl, sign me up. Sign me up. I'm tired.
Well, then get on the app that I was on. It's called
Luxy.
And it is a successful singles dating app. So let me say it was not a sugar daddy app, but it did still raise the standard. So if there was something that got misconstrued in the conception of the app that I was on that turned it into seeking arrangements, that's the only way I can kind of get past what she said. But no, I was on a successful singles dating app. And it's not a sugar daddy.
I need to write this down.
Luxy. Luxy. And also, I'm on their Instagram page because I've like, before I was even filming, I had thanked them for finding the love of my life on this app. And I let them use my testimonial on it. And it was way before I even started filming. So I'm like, people can
and also,
go fact check me.
Also, your husband's not like this old, crusty,
have
like,
you seen him?
80. He's a handsome man.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, so it's like, people are just so quick to just like, because I'm sure I think
you can't have a sugar daddy that looks like my husband.
No,
there's no way.
No.
So,
but the internet was coming after you.
Oh my God, the internet was coming after me hard for it. I still get to this day, sugar daddy, seeking arrangements, gold digger. Like, come on, guys.
Yeah.
And it's just,
a woman that wants a provider, there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
Okay. So anyways, we won't get super deep into that, but we're debunking that right now, you guys. Like, knock it off. Who cares? Who cares? And even if, okay, let's just say we're looking for a sugar daddy.
My husband was successful.
But that's your prerogative. Like, if that's how you want to live your life, then go live your life. Who cares? Like, that's your life. That's your decision. So for someone to try to come after you for a decision that you're making over yourself, so what?
I mean, I support anybody who, wants a provider, man. I couldn't imagine being you and carrying a child and doing everything you did on your own. Having my husband now, and like, I think that it's given me a greater understanding of just how hard what you went through was. Because I am now blessed to be a stay-at-home mom, and it's hard in itself. And like, how the fuck did you do it, Kayla?
Oh, girl, that's a whole different conversation.
Okay,
but I should have known about seeking arrangements.
If only.
Dang. But girl, it was hard. It was hard. But it's okay. It made me who I am today. I'm very proud of what we've gone through. I'm proud of my son.
Oh my God, I just ripped my tights and my nail.
How did that even happen?
I'm wearing my mom's wedding ring and it snagged it.
Oh, no.
And I have to pee again already. God, having a baby, man, makes you...
just delirious.
No, I have to use the restroom again for the third time.
Do you have to?
I do.
Should we take a...
May I?
Stop? Is that
it's so ridiculous how much I have to pee. I'm so sorry.
No, don't pee.
Okay.
Don't pee. Yeah, you're also stretched out. Did you have her natural?
Yeah, I ripped my asshole.
Oh, wow.
One giant one, actually.
There was a line that you said. You said, "This group is about to find out who I really am." It was like the villain moment.
The
that
producers
she,
asked me to say that.
I knew they would. I was like, I bet you they wrote that and told her to say it.
And I was like, okay, I'll read my lines. I was so tired and delirious. I was like, what do you want me to say? I'll say whatever you want me to say.
I was like,
can I just go home after I say this? Swear to God.
I was like, oh, she's about to like throw down. It's about to get real. We got drinks flying probably. Like I'm ready. I was like ready. And then it didn't happen. No. And it was just
they wanted something fun and like to end the episode with.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I'll give it to you.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that was so funny. Did they find out who you were?
No. Oh. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I was a kid in high school who was physical, like more than I care to mention, because I had to be.
You were a fighter?
There was a fighter. Yeah, my dad's a double black belt in Brazilian jiu-jitsu. No, but I would come for a bully if they came for me. Like there was
your tiny little self.
In middle school, I remember this girl came up to me and I was friends with her boyfriend, who's like one of my best friends, my neighbor that I lived with. And she came up to me and she's like, "You've been hanging out with my boyfriend." She like grabbed a tree, and this is the third or fourth time she's come up to me and like bullied me. She grabbed a tree branch. She had gotten like a crowd too around me. And so everybody's watching. She shoves the tree branch down my shirt. And so I remember I asked my parents, I go, I've used my words, nothing's working. What do I do when this girl comes up to me again?
I use my fist.
And my dad took me to the mats. He goes, "Here's a move that you can use to take her down."
Oh.
So I grabbed her shoulders and I was like, "You don't ever touch me again." I put my foot behind her. I threw her to the ground, but I took it too far. I just got on top of her and I just started whap, whap, whap. Yeah.
Dang.
And she started
I would
crying.
love to see that.
I know. She never went to the principal. I never got in trouble because she was the one who started it.
Wow.
Gnarly, right? Could you imagine me doing that?
Not at
being
all.
Being violent
and
ever?
Your cute little like girly self, absolutely not.
I can't even imagine me being violent today.
How many fights have you been in?
I
She
don't
can't
know.
even count.
I don't know. Yeah.
She can't even count, you guys.
From Fresno, guys.
Oh my gosh. Don't
It's a
mess with
survival
Ashtyn.
world out there.
Don't mess with
I did
Ashtyn.
jujitsu. I was on the wrestling team in elementary school.
Chick, what?
I did XMA, which is extreme martial arts. So it's like gymnastics mixed with martial arts. So it's like nunchucks.
So you're just like
a little ninja.
backflipping on these
Yeah,
hoes.
exactly.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm not gonna mess with you. I'm
that's
gonna call you if
hilarious.
I need somebody.
Yeah.
I had one fight in high school and I'll never forget. She came up from behind me and she took my head and she slammed my face on the, I'll never forget this. Slammed my face on a oh my gosh, I'm being like flashback, like back in the day. Slammed my face into the locker room, like, excuse me, against the locker. We had, I went to El Toro High School at this time and they had lockers outside. And she banged my head against the locker. And then I was like, just trying to process, like
what just happened?
What just happened? Boom, did it again. And I was like, then I'm like looking and then boom, 3 times.
3 times?
And I kid you not, I saw red.
Yeah.
And I turned around and I grabbed her like in a headlock. I banged her head on the cement and I scraped her face. And I'll never forget the guards like ripped me off of her, stuck me on their little like go-kart thingy, took me to the principal's office. I thought for sure like I'm going to be grounded for life. I'm dead. And my dad was so proud of me. He was so proud.
Yeah.
And so anyways, that was like a proud moment. But that was like the only physical fight I've ever been in. And then one other fight when I had, but Jordan was a baby, he was on my hip and this chick was like mad at me for, I don't know, like taking her guy or I don't know what happened, but she like attacked me. And then of course I was like, hold my baby, hold my baby.
She passed the baby off?
No, when it comes to like
mama bear,
different. I will end up in jail or dead because I do not care. I will come after you.
Yeah.
Anyways,
as you should.
Okay, so the property in Carlsbad.
Yeah.
So much was happening there.
Yes.
Okay. So when Andrew brought you up during the appointment, I thought that was sketch. I was like, okay, I think this guy just wants to be on camera.
So I was supposed to film that day. The day of, they canceled me filming and they said it was because of a scheduling error. And then Andrew calls me after he films with Alex and Fiona and says, they just blindsided me. I thought that you were supposed to be there today. And I go, wait, you actually filmed still? What are you talking about? He goes, yeah, they brought these 2 random agents that I have never heard of, don't know, to film. They did it to piss me off. And it worked.
I was going to ask you, I'm like, first of all,
he did not call them.
This is your friend, your client, whatever. How did they end up on a listing appointment?
He texted me and he said, I don't even know who the fuck these people are. And they asked me to like go along with it like I called them. And I was like, oh. And the audience doesn't know that. So like that just like hurts my soul. And then to see Alex Hall posting on Instagram saying like, Andrew just must have not trusted Ashtyn to be her. No, the production team put you there, babe. Like, stop acting like you have this hierarchy.
Ask, I'm like, how could that possibly be that they got on a listing appointment and then he brings you up? Any listing appointment, you're not going to bring, unless you ask, like, you're not going to bring up, but how did that even happen? You
because
guys are on the
Andrew
same
was like, why, he's like, I'm friends with Ashtyn. She wants this listing. He brought it up because I was supposed to be there that day, not them.
I knew there was something off about that scene. I was like, this doesn't sit right.
And then for her to go on and say that I can't do it because I'm pregnant, I'm like, I'm sorry, you were a mom.
Yeah.
She's a mom herself. Yeah. That hurts to see.
Yeah.
And then, oh God, yeah. It's just also like she tries to say that she wasn't trying to poach it, but the second you find out that it's my friend and she knows damn well that the production team put her there just to piss me off, why wouldn't she be like, hey, this is, Ashtyn's friend his girlfriend was in my wedding, like a bridesmaid at my wedding, not just like,
But does she know that going into that scene?
No, not until he brings it up. But then she's still ready to play ball. She's still ready.
Yeah.
She's not backing down. She knows that she knows the game of the producers. And the thing is that she would tell me so many times, you're doing what the producers want and you can't like be upset. Like you made your bed, lay in it. But then she does it too. And it's okay when she does it. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense, if I explain it well.
No, it makes perfect sense. It doesn't sound like
it was not a nice situation.
Nothing was really changed since I've been there.
Yeah.
So was she flirting with him?
So, I mean, I wasn't there.
Because there was a DM. They blurred it out. But I was like, that's proof. Kaylee's reaction.
So, the thing is after I had the phone call with Andrew, where he says that, he was blindsided, that I wasn't there, blah, blah, blah. Hung up the phone. His girlfriend calls me, like, within, 10 minutes. She goes, dude, Andrew told me that, Alex and these girls were here and that Alex was flirting with him during the appointment. And I was like, what? On top of everything that she's there at my listing, she's also flirting? I'm furious. I'm like, how could she? And I'm like, and my friend is like telling me like, this is so uncomfortable. I don't want to go to your baby shower. She's going to be there. Like, I'm not doing this. I don't want to be in these drama with these girls. And I'm like, okay, like, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Because obviously that wasn't my real baby shower. I had a real baby shower later. This is just for production. And so I text Andrew and I say, hey, Andrew, call me when you can. Tell me the details about Alex Hall flirting with you. I want to know. He said, okay, I'll call you tomorrow. Tomorrow happens and he doesn't call me. And I'm like, hey, Andrew, call me. And then nothing. And it's like, I'm filming. And I actually was pissed and I told the production team, like, why did you bring it? I was like, before we started filming my baby shower, I was like, why did you guys switch it on me and put Alex there? Like, that's so messed up. Like, I was heated. I was like, and then my friend's not here because apparently, like, she was flirting with Alex. And they're like, they started jumping with joy. They go, she was what? She said that? They
like, oh, this is good.
They were so excited. And they go, okay, we want you to go confront her immediately about this. And I go, what? No. They go, she has to leave early, so you need to do it right away. And I was like, okay.
And then that pressure.
The pressure of having to go do that. I was like shaking, dude.
Yeah. No, like, I get it. I know. You could tell on camera. You're like,
I was petrified.
Yeah.
Because I felt like me and Alex had kind of just smoothed things over a little bit from previously. Like, they cut out a scene of us having a sit down talk. And I was like, I don't want to like rehash this fire, like.
Yeah.
But they're like, no, you have to. Like, if you want another season, you have to. Like, that kind of stuff. They said that to me. They did other things to me. I knew some stuff about Polly, and they said they caught wind of it, and they said, we'll have you film a whole nother TV show if you tell us this secret, juicy drama you have on Polly. And I said, I'm sorry, this is too much for me to put on camera, especially since I don't know if it's true, and I refuse to corrupt my morals, and I'm sorry. So I don't need the TV show. I'm not going to be bribed. I told Polly about this, and Polly was like, that's fucked up. They're talking about just bringing you on the reunion, which there's no way that you wouldn't be on it anyways. Yeah. How dark is that? I don't think
Polly would even know, though.
No, because the timeline matched up with Polly. What Polly said, too, is whenever I filmed the reunion for Selling Sunset. That's the other TV show. Yeah. Good thing I stuck with
No.
my own guns and didn't fall for their booby trap.
What? I'm so sorry.
Like the
Ashtyn.
manipulation is actually crazy. It was the same person who told me about Tyler having a secret girlfriend.
Okay, we're gonna talk afterwards.
Yeah.
Okay, so that whole thing was a big explosion at the end. It made it look like you're a liar because we got the DMs. It's blurred out. Kaylee's pissed because she's had your back the whole time.
Yeah.
And then she's like, whoa, wait a minute. I was
Yeah.
blindsided. Why did he send that DM?
I've talked to him about it since,
Uh-huh.
and he didn't want the drama with the girls. So like I actually sent like there's some screenshots that I
He
sent
didn't
you.
want the drama by saying he never said that?
Yeah. So he basically like played both sides.
Oh, no.
Isn't that annoying?
That is
And
really
it's like, because you can tell that I'm genuinely shocked that day.
Yeah.
I'm like, people are asking me like, well, why would he say that? I'm like, I don't know. I don't know why he would do that to me. I don't know
Yeah.
why he would throw me in. I expected him to back me. I had no idea that he was going to be like, oh, it's all fine. But then later he's also like, I didn't, like him and Nikki are like, we didn't know that they were going to put that on camera, on TV. He thought that it was like going to be brushed under the rug just for like his own sake. And it's like,
ugh. Is he even serious about selling?
he was for before we even started filming. He
Yeah.
tried to sell it, put it up, didn't sell. He wants such a high number, and for that neighborhood, there's no comparable comps that are 14 million.
Okay.
The lot itself is like 3 lots combined into one, and to find a buyer for that will be super duper niche. But he did tell me that when he chooses to sell, it will be mine, which is why they signed with me. And also something that they cut out is Kaylee has been running rentals at the property, which is why it's like it's cash
'Cause
flowing.
He was kind of, she was
That's gunning for it too.
That's what she meant when she said that's something that she was trying to go after.
Yes,
I was like,
and they
how
cut
is
out that whole storyline. But I told Kaylee, which is crazy because she, just like how they did with you, I told Kaylee, I was like, you've been, curating this relationship with him for a long time as well. Why don't we do it together? Why don't we co-list? Kaylee's sitting right next to me the whole time that I'm filming the scenes at Andrew's.
when you had him sign
When
the
I had him
papers,
sign
and
it.
that was real papers.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Anyways,
And
okay, she was there the whole
she
time.
was sitting there, and you see me go, we can meet in the middle. I'm talking to Kaylee. Kaylee wanted like 15, 16. I said 12, 9, 5, 13. And I was like, let's meet in the middle and say like 14.
That's
you
hefty.
know?
She said 15. Oh, that's
Yeah.
hefty.
Yeah. It was a little too high, I felt like. But I was like, we'll meet in the middle because I was saying 12, 9, 5, like almost 13. She wanted 15. I was like, let's do 14. She was there. I was going to co-list with her happily. And they cut it out.
What?
I know. And so Kaylee was really upset about that too.
Yeah.
And I feel like maybe she's like upset with me about it, but it's not
Why
my
would she
fault.
be upset with you?
I don't know. Because I like said in one of the scenes that it was, that I got the listing and didn't mention her in it. And then production used that to make it seem like I was the only one that got it.
Oh, and they didn't tell you to say that. You naturally said that.
Yeah. It just kind of came out whenever Brandy's like, well, did you get the listing? I'm like, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I can see why she would be kind of
Yeah.
upset about that. Okay, well, but you guys have the listing agreement with
Yes.
you and Kaylee.
Yes.
Okay.
So whenever it
Okay.
happens, we
Yeah.
will have it.
Yeah. That's really cool. Basically, you don't know why Andrew said that because I know the internet was coming after you because they're like, you're such a liar.
Yeah. I
You don't
mean,
know.
it sounds like he was upset with my girlfriend for even saying anything to me. Nikki messaged me and said, I go, why didn't he back me? And she says, I think he's upset that I even said anything. And I'm like, really? Why? He's like, because, I don't want drama with these girls. And then he's like,
Was she actually flirting?
the thing is I hate to like, by saying it, but I will say, even watching it back, I can understand how it could have been interpreted as flirting. Alex does say, you live here by yourself? Is this a bachelor pad? Oh, what do? You own the house? What does your girlfriend feel about you selling this? Like, those are all things that they kept, and that does sound pretty flirty, but but it's all open to interpretation. Was she actually
Yeah.
flirting? No. Does Alex have a naturally flirty personality? Yeah. But does it necessarily mean that she was gunning for Andrew? No.
No.
So it's all
those it sounded, let's just put it, while I was watching it, I wasn't getting flirting vibes.
Yeah.
And those questions are very valid questions. I would have asked the same.
Yeah.
Because all of that does matter. It's
Yeah.
like, okay, does the girlfriend have a say in
Yeah.
your decision in selling?
But
How
as a girlfriend
close are
hearing
you
that,
guys? Yeah,
you can
I guess
understand that the
so.
girlfriend could have and see that as flirting and find, have feelings about it. So,
guess.
but it's just, that's the thing. It's all, I've had guys say that I was flirting with them when I absolutely wasn't. But the thing is like Alex could have said exactly that. Well, I'm
Yeah.
sorry that Andrew felt that way, but I wasn't. I don't want him. She could have just ended it with that.
Yeah.
Instead, the way that she responds sometimes to confrontation is she chooses to like walk away and not say anything so that production can't use anything against her, which is smart. It's really freaking smart. The way that she just storms out. I'm like, that is brilliant, because then they can't use any. I over explained myself. Like that last scene, for example.
Yeah.
Production really wanted me to go up and talk to her. I didn't want to go talk to her. I went up to Alex 3 different times and she shut me down, ignored me, snubbed me, out of my face kind of vibe. I went to Brandy and I was like, Brandy, they want me to go talk to her and I just can't. Like, I'm breaking down. She's like, then don't. Then don't, Ashtyn. I understand what you're going through. Don't do it. Don't let them make you.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I'm not going to do it again. And then production, they went and talked to Alex and they go, we talked to her. She's going to talk to you now. She's standing at the table waiting for you. And I was like, I was already crying and already hyper emotional and not okay. I'd been shot down 3 times trying to talk to her.
Yeah.
I was emotional as could be. And so when I went into that conversation, already being at that wit's end, I was owned. I was just absolutely owned.
So I have a personal question.
Yeah.
And this was my experience with you when we first filmed in that office scene. And you started talking about the relationship between Tyler and Hall. And then me and Brandy were kind of telling you, like, hey, stop it.
Careful.
Like, don't. We were under the impression that you were just doing whatever production told you to do. Is that true?
I mean, that day,
Because that was really random.
it was something I knew and I was sitting on, and it just kind of came up like word vomit. Production had no idea that I knew that. They had absolutely no idea.
They didn't tell you to say that on camera? You said that
That
naturally?
was, I know. I did. I know. I'll own it. I did. I was sitting on this information and I knew it and I was curious if it was true, and I just bloop,
And they just
and I
went
and
with
then
it.
and then it changed their whole course of the entire season. Me saying that, I started.
Yeah, because they were trying to, like,
It became a thing.
they were, well,
But I also felt like me saying it, I felt like I was like vindicating Alex. Like I thought that, like, I don't know what my delusion made me think that she would appreciate me saying this, but
why did you care?
I don't know. I shouldn't have cared. I didn't know her. I just was sharing what I found out, and I wanted to be a part of the season. I don't know. You know?
I do know.
Yeah.
I do know.
It's like, do I just also not do I not say anything knowing that information? It's like, any girl would be like, hey, you looked really bad, with his ex-wife. And then somebody knows. I don't know why I thought she also didn't know that she didn't know. It was kind of a shock to me whenever I did go talk to her and she was like, no, I already knew this. And I was like, oh, well,
Yeah. Dang. So what was the most misunderstood part of your story on the show? Or all of it?
Yeah. I'm like, which part is the most misunderstood?
Yeah, that you want people to, like, I feel like we cleared up a lot.
I'm not a liar. Like, I know that I would never lie. The thing is I feel like I came with a lot of hard truths. The thing I, said about Tyler was true. I
you
said
just
about
admitted,
it's like, it's true. Like, everything is true.
you
I
just
never
admitted
lied.
to doing what production told you to do,
Yes.
or
I felt like it was closing a chapter. Like, I think that chapter, like, knowing the previous seasons and then knowing this information, I felt like it would vindicate Alex, and, it would kind of close that Alex and Tyler chapter entirely. And I had this information and I word vomited it. But yeah, I knew that it would be of value to the show as a whole.
And here's the thing. No other cast member would admit to something like that. So when you sit here and you say that I'm not a liar, I believe you.
Yeah, I'm not a liar. Thank you.
I believe you.
I admit, I tell too much truth that I feel like that's kind of become like a fault almost. And it's kind of been how I'm easily or more easily manipulated on camera. Is because I share too much. I divulge. I don't want to be misunderstood. So instead I over explain or re-explain. And then, I'm also pregnancy brain. So like I fumble over my words in one conversation and I'm saying it again. It's like, oh, she's a liar because her story didn't match up perfectly both times. And I'm just like,
Yeah. No, I totally get that. So in the show, you also mentioned you grew up poor. And you talked about boiling water because you had no water heater. I'm really glad that they showed that because it really showed more of you and your humility. Truly. So I want to talk about that. I want to talk about you growing up in Fresno and growing up that way.
I would say, so my family they weren't always like super poor. I remember so my dad was a chiropractor, so he had his doctorate and he was a practicing chiropractor. And my mom didn't really work when I was very young. She just nannied for like other kids. So I was like hanging out with other kids. I had a great young childhood. I think it was around like the recession time when things hit hard.
Okay.
There was a law that was changed where the insurances could no longer choose their chiropractor. Or you could no longer choose your chiropractor with your insurance. The insurance chose it for you. And during that time, my dad lost more than half of his practice. And mind you, he still owes crazy amounts of compounded interest student loans. So even to this day, my dad has still not paid off his doctorate.
Oh my God.
And so during this time, my mom became a makeup artist and a massage therapist and a esthetician to try to work in the same office with my dad to like make up for, not making as much money. I remember being in that office in their little back room most of my, adolescence years. And then they still didn't make enough money and times were just really hard. And I remember my dad became a police officer then to, try to make more money. So he went through that whole academy and that kind of changed my dad as a person. Like, I don't know. It made him harder, and then my mom still didn't make enough money. So then my mom went to school to be a nurse. So just most of that was my parents going to school, working constantly. I bought like a car outright working for my uncle at 13 so I could have one when I was 16 years old. I made his whole filing system online. I worked in the attic. It's 120 degrees in Fresno. And it's probably, it's like child labor. Like,
where is
whatever.
Fresno?
It's in the valley. Yeah.
In the desert of middle of nowhere.
In the attic, taking out the files, scanning them to the computer, labeling them, dating them, putting it all in there. And he paid me actually really well for the time. It was $13 an hour at a time when it was $7. Yeah, because he was my uncle,
good.
because you're also not supposed to work that young anyways. It's whatever. But I was very blessed to do that because then by the time I turned 16, on my birthday, I got my driver's license. And then I bought myself a little VW Bug outright. It was $2,000.
Oh.
It was very cheap, but I had a car.
Yeah.
And then I would drive me and my brother to school every day. I would always save for my clothes and whatever. It made me appreciate and love my things, and know the value of a dollar, because I worked for it hard.
Yeah.
And I remember, God, this is an embarrassing story. I did modeling later in high school and I went to a runway fashion show walkthrough. And on my way home, I'm trying to find the freeway. And the stop sign was tagged and the street light was out. So I didn't see the stop sign that I ran. And somebody coming off of the freeway also ran a stop sign and T-boned me. And I dislocated my collarbone because they hit my door and spun out and, didn't know what hit me. I'm trying to get out of the car, can't open the door. It's bashed in. I can't move my arm. And I'm panicking. A homeless man comes up to the door and he knocks on it. He's like, "Are you okay?" And I start screaming. I'm like, "Get away," freaking out, panic, But they ended up ruling it equal faults because we both ran stop signs, even though the stop sign was totally not visible.
Yeah.
Whatever. But I couldn't afford to fix my car, but it still drove.
Oh, dang.
It didn't affect the engine. It was just the whole driver's side looked like, like a semi hit it practically, but it still drove. And I drove it to high school still in front of all my peers.
Yeah.
I had to crawl out the passenger side door to get out. The windows didn't roll up or down. And mind you, it's hot as it can be.
Wow.
And also, for whatever reason, I had to jump start it. Something jiggled during the accident, and I had to jump start my car every single time before driving it. So in front of all my peers, this is what I looked like in high school. But I had a car.
Yeah.
You know?
For sure. Well, you also have been, you mentioned that you've been like beat. You were kidnapped three times.
Attempted.
3 times though? Mm-hmm. Did you fight them?
So I'll tell you, the first time I was walking down the street to my friend's house, and this van pulls up to me and like jumps the curb, and it's like a big gold van, and they open this sliding door and somebody's hanging in, and he goes and he grabs my arm and he gets a hold of my arm and he tries to pull me in the van. But I knew martial arts, and there's this move where you throw up and down and you break the grip, and then I took off running, and I kid you not, I've never jumped a fence like this before in my life. I was like, like over the fence into somebody random's backyard. They're having dinner. I'm like, can I use your phone? Like crying. Like,
how old were you?
It was, this is 15. This is before I had my car. This one was before I had my car. Mm-hmm.
3 times though.
Yeah.
So that was one
That
time.
was one. The second time, I have a pet gecko. Random. So I was going to the pet store after school to get a bag of bugs to feed her. And walking back from the store into the parking lot, this is a parking lot with like no lights, no anything. This big like lumberjack looking guy comes out from between the cars, and he pulls a knife out on me and he says, "Get in my car, little mommy." But he was like bigger looking, and so I just thought I just booked it because I figured I could outrun him. So I ran into Big Lots and I asked them to call the police because this man just pulled a knife on me and told me to get in his car. And there was no cameras outside. They couldn't catch him. So unfortunately, he got away. The third time, so my senior year of high school, I got into the Center for Advanced Research and Technology. So it was like a feeder school for multiple school districts for the smartest kids, and you'd like picked like a specific subject to study that you were like really interested in. Yeah. So I wanted to go to school to be like a doctor. So I took biomedicine. So I took like anatomy, physiology, and biochemistry in high school. But it was a completely separate school from my own. So I am at this other school and I have to drive for 3 classes and then drive back to my home school for the other. During this drive, remember my car is broken with like the permanently rolled down window on one side. This car pulls up next to me, and it's like this creepy looking guy, missing teeth, looks like he's tweaked out. And he goes, I could fix your car. And unfortunately, I can't roll up my window to ignore him because once it rolled down, it like dropped and like wouldn't roll back up. And I'm like, no, it's fine, thanks. And I'm like at the stop, I'm like, okay, let's go. And he goes, no, I could fix your car. I'll show you. I have all the stuff in my trunk. I can fix your car. And he gets behind me and he starts following me. And mind you, it's a 45-minute drive from one school to the other. I start making weird turns. This guy's following me everywhere I go. And I text my mom. I go, Mom, I have a really bad feeling. This guy is following me and I go, can you have police meet me at my high school? And so she did. She called the police. I see the police cars. I like find a place to park. And I see the police cars. They're right there. And I go to get out of the car, and he comes and he blocks his car with mine. And he gets out and he goes, come, look, I can fix your car. I have everything to fix your car in my trunk. He comes and he grabs my arms from behind. And he starts pulling me to his trunk. Come look at my trunk.
No.
I can fix your car. Come look at my trunk. I start screaming, I'm over here to the police. They come, they run, they grab him. And he goes, no, let me talk to the sweetheart. Let me talk to the sweetheart.
Coming at you,
still
with the
coming at
police
me.
There?
I'm like standing there shaking, and like police like escort me to class, and I'm like, okay, now I have to go do trigonometry.
Oh my gosh.
Uh-huh.
That is so scary.
It's scary. It's like bringing up old emotions.
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm fine. I'm strong.
You are.
Just been through a lot.
Yeah. See, this is why I have this show, because there's so much behind someone's beautiful face. Seriously.
Thank you.
We all have been through things a lot. You know, and there's no comparison, and there's no measurement into like, oh, you've been through this. Like it's not as bad as this. It doesn't matter. Everyone has a story. Everyone has gone through some things. And that's why you really have to treat everybody the same and kind and nice, and
you don't know.
because you just don't know what people have gone through. And there's so many, and I'm not saying that you're doing this, but there's like even people that put up this like front of strength, or they hide behind humor, or they hide behind even lies and manipulation, or the list is very long, because it's because people have different ways of handling how to cover up or deal with things that they've gone through in the past. Right?
It's very true.
That's just an example. Okay. Yeah. You are very strong. And the fact that you didn't allow that to be your story. Yeah. And you went through that, you got through it. Okay. And during COVID, you changed your mind about nursing. So what happened between, you know, high school time to thinking you wanted to be a nurse? Yeah. And then what got you into real estate? Okay. I know there was a time where you mentioned about you and Jeff were having financial struggles, which doesn't sound like a sugar
daddy.
No. Looking for a sugar daddy to me. Financial struggles. Can we get into that? Yeah. Okay.
So after meeting Jeff, after about a year of dating, I moved in with him. But I moved my whole life. So I lived in Fresno. Okay. I uprooted my whole life, left my friends and my family behind to move in.
Because of your lifestyle.
I wanted to be out of, I didn't want to live in Fresno. Different. I wanted something different. So like that app that I was on, the reason I found that app at all was because I looked up online what dating apps don't have restrictions to how far away people could be. I wanted to outsource somebody. I knew that I wasn't interested in anybody in Fresno. I didn't want to be there anymore. Yeah. And so when I was on this app, they actually give you one free message when you download the app. So I scrolled through profiles for forever. Jeff was my one free message. I saw him and I thought that he was so handsome. And I was like, he lives in California still. He lives in Solana Beach. Like, I would love to live in Solana Beach, you know, like all wishful thinking. Yeah. Like, I'm going to send my one free message to him. We didn't even match. And now he's my husband. And we have a beautiful daughter. It's really serendipitous. My mom's tried the app and she has not had success with it.
Oh, really?
Because she's recently divorced. Yeah. So can't say that everybody will be as lucky, but I was definitely blessed.
When did you leave Fresno? And then where did you go after Fresno?
2019.
Oh, so it was kind of recent.
Yeah. Okay. So I moved in with Jeff. And then
recent, it was like 7 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Whatever. Yeah, 7 years ago, exactly. Was when I moved down here. And I finished school down here, actually. So I got my biological science degree. I finished it at Miracosta because I was at Fresno State, but I had a couple more classes I needed to finish up. So I got my biological science degree. I was about to, enter the nursing program, and COVID happened. So everything was put on hold. Nobody's going to school, nothing. But my mom was a nurse. A lot of my best friends were nurses already, and everybody said, don't do it. They were all miserable. They hated their jobs. They wanted to get out of them. My mom is no longer a nurse. She's now an educator. She's has her master's and is a professor. My other best friend, who was an ICU nurse, is now in aesthetics. So everybody else got out too. And that was when I decided, okay, I'm not going to do that, but what do I do? So in the meantime, I got a job. I was just a fine dining server at Fleming's. And I worked at, actually, no, that was later. I worked at Rancho Valencia, which is a Forbes 5-star Relay and Chateau resort, serving. So same, but whatever. Then Jeff was doing amazing during this time.
Okay, so were you living in Fresno, you got on the app, you met Jeff, and then you moved out? Oh, that's how
I moved down to San Diego for Jeff.
Oh, from Fresno.
From Fresno. Oh. After a year of dating long distance, I moved from Fresno to move in with him.
He was your night shining.
Yeah, he really was.
Oh.
He really was. And it's like, I lived in this beautiful place, and his relationship before me, I guess, was like, she was like, well, this is what you should be doing, and this is, but like very like non-appreciative. And I was kind of like, oh my God, this is so amazing. I'm so proud of you. Look at the ocean that we live next to. This is so incredibly beautiful.
Successful men want
Somebody
a supportive, loving, nurturing, feminine woman. And that is being okay with having a provider, having a protector, which after hearing a little bit of your story, I'm sure that's just the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah,
I would think that based on everything you've ever gone through, you probably were thinking, I don't want to ever feel this way again. I don't want to feel unsafe. I want a protector, a provider. And that's exactly what you got.
Exactly. I used to have small dogs my whole life, but I ended up getting like a 90-pound Labradoodle because I wanted to go for runs outside.
And you wanted to feel safe.
And I wanted to feel safe. People would walk across to get to the other side of the street whenever I had her with me. Yeah. It's like, heck yeah, I have this big dog. I also started like concealed carrying, which I'll dive into a story with that in a minute. But
that makes sense that you would go for someone like Jeff.
Yeah. And I mean, it was a fairy tale for sure. Like, we dated for 4 years before he proposed. He got me the dream ring.
Dream? Okay, look, I gotta show me the dream ring. I've seen this before, actually. I don't remember it. Did you get a new band?
Yes.
Oh, you did.
So I used to have just a gold band. I'll tell you the story. It's really sweet behind it.
Okay.
So he was doing really great with real estate and everything, and we booked a very extravagant wedding. It was like $100,000+ like my dream wedding too.
Gosh.
I was on the moon, and halfway through, he made some bad investments, and a couple of his deals like went so bad that he lost hundreds of thousands of dollars. And it was like, he comes to me and he goes, baby, things are bad. He goes, I don't even know if I could finish paying for the wedding. And I go, what?
So this is 4 years.
This is 2022-ish.
Okay.
So 5 years in, right before, because we were about to have the wedding. We were like months away. And so we ended up we didn't need anything since we already owned a home. We ended up using our honeymoon fund, because that was the only thing we asked our guests for, to finish paying for the wedding. Yeah. Which is why I didn't get to have a honeymoon right away. Is why it ended up being 2 years later. And I also, the wedding band that he got me, I bought for like $100 on Etsy. It was like a little tiny gold band, and I just had it inscribed with our wedding date and then A loves J on it, which I had to get cut off because I tried to put it on too soon after pregnancy, and my finger was swollen. So,
no.
Yeah, it's really sentimental. I still have it. I want to have something made from it.
Yeah.
Because it just kind of shows like the evolution of our, hard times or whatever.
So, but while you guys were struggling financially, you worked 3 jobs?
I did end up. So to help support, so basically after the wedding, he comes to me and he says, I'm thinking that we sell our house and we can go rent somewhere and get by until, I can make money again. And I told him, I go, I don't want to lose our home.
Yeah.
What do we have to do? What do we have to suffer in the meantime to hold on to that? Yeah. He goes, you sure you don't want to just we can live in a really nice place if I sell it? I go, no, I want to keep this house. It's equity. It's like it's so valuable for people to own a home at our age. I didn't want to give that up. Yeah. And I've been through struggle in my life. So my response, instead of saying, yeah, let's sell it and live luxury, I go, no, what do we suffer to keep that for long term? And he goes, well, we could live in a room at my mom's and rent from her and then rent out our place, and it'll kind of cover both rents and maybe have a little extra while we get back on our feet. I said, that sucks, but okay, I'll do it. And I got a job in bottle service during this time. So I already was serving. I got a job in bottle service, which I didn't really enjoy wearing lingerie to work. I kind of felt degraded doing that. Yeah. But it made great money. And he reassured me constantly. And then I also got a job at this place at Coastal Medical in Del Mar doing like sales for aesthetics, kind of telling people what I think that they should get and why or blah, blah, blah. So I did, worked 3 jobs for a little bit. I helped pay to like have the house kind of, updated before we started renting it, like all new carpets, paint job, re-epoxied the floors, made it look really good so we could get top dollar for it. And it was hard times. We fought a lot. I think the most we ever had, because I just felt like, I was working a lot and we were both stressed, and it was just,
I can't imagine.
I'm living in like this little dungeon practically, like going from a house to living in a room.
So remember, he's your knight in shining armor. Mm-hmm. He saved you from where you came from. Yeah. Now this happens. Mm-hmm.
And it's right after we got married. Like the year that we got married.
You're like,
it's just, my world's crumbling. It's falling apart. I was but I loved him so much. And he even broke down and cried to me. He was like, you can leave me. And I was like, honey, he said that to me. He said that to me. And I go, honey, I didn't marry you for your house or what you provided for me. I married you because I fell in love with you and who you are. And I'm going to stick by your side. I go, what do we need to do? What do we need to do together to figure this out? And that's exactly what we did.
That's what a wife does.
That's what a wife does.
Yeah.
And now he's back. He's doing great. We went on our honeymoon 2 years after.
Are you guys back in the house?
Yeah, we're back in the house. We live back in our house.
That's amazing.
I just, finished the nursery for the baby girl. We did our honeymoon. We spent a month in Italy. And in Italy, he surprised me with the bigger band. He said, after everything you went through and sticking by my side, he's like, here's a rock because you're my rock.
Does he have any friends?
None worthy of you.
Well, apparently no one's worthy of me because here I am. It's fine. Everything's fine. I want to be someone's rock. It's fine. My day will come. That is such a beautiful story. That is such a beautiful story.
And it's honestly been something that I've been embarrassed to share because, like, I didn't want to tell everybody on the show that I lived with his mom after getting married. It's embarrassing almost. And
you shouldn't be embarrassed.
I know.
It's part of your guys' story. And what a redemptive
I guess
story.
I just wanted to look so, perfect to everybody and be my best self, but that's not real, like you said. That doesn't show humility.
No. And it gives other struggling married couples like a story to hear, a motivation, inspiration, like they could do it. Because
what kind of person would I be if I walked away when times got hard?
And that's the majority of marriages today. So many people are walking away just because it gets hard for a season.
I had people, because I worked in bottle service constantly. Your man lets you work here. Oh, if you were my woman, I'd take care of you. You wouldn't have to work a day in your life. It's like, okay, so in a gilded cage without love,
That's
it's
such a good point. Was there ever a thought that ran through your mind, like, what did I do? Like, not what did you do, but like, what did I get myself into? Is this really going to be for a season? Are things really going to get better?
I definitely had like spirals of like, but at the same time, since I came from such humble beginnings, it was like, even if it got worse, I still had him, is how I felt. You know what I'm saying? I still had like such a love that was so great that it's like, I could live in a shack. I could live in a dungeon hole, at his mom's place. I had allergies to the dogs. Me and his mother didn't always get along. Like, it was definitely tough, but I just knew that I couldn't find another love like this, and that it was worth doing everything in my power to just get us back on track and not give up on him and make him feel. I would constantly do, you're doing great. He's like, I'm working every day and I'm not making any money. I go, but you're trying. Yeah. You're out there. Wow. I see you working. It's going to pay off, and especially in real estate, it's not an immediate gratification thing. It's a slow burn. Real estate is, you have to work hard a lot with no instant gratification like it is with like bottle service. I sold 30 grand that one night. I made 8K in tips. That's incredible. But that's the addiction to that kind of money. But you can make bigger money, which is with the slower burn of real estate.
I was in bottle service for 10 years.
Were you too?
Yeah.
So you know the game.
As soon as I turned on my 21st birthday, I got a job because Jordan,
Yeah.
I had to provide for him.
Yeah.
So that was one of
It's
my
the
many
best
jobs.
way, though. As somebody who wants to make money and is a hustler, bottle service is great. It's a huge stepping stool because you
Yeah.
can work 2 nights a week
Yeah.
on the weekends and then have the rest of the time off to take care of your kid. I think it's a brilliant.
Yeah. And I was also young,
Brilliant
but I
game.
was able to work day and night and be okay with
Oh,
having
God,
a
you did
couple hours of
both.
sleep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I did both.
Yeah, girl.
I had to, but
Yeah.
I was young. I had the energy.
Yeah.
I just remember like I would take naps in mall restrooms. And then the cleaning ladies would knock on the stall. I'll never forget. Are you okay? Are you okay?
Aw.
I'm like, oh, I'm fine. I was like taking a nap.
Oh my God.
But I did. I had to do what I had to do.
Yeah.
But
I used to nap in my car in between like school and then work because I paid
Yeah.
off all my college on my own.
yeah.
And
you
I would
did
just
what you
nap in the
gotta
car
do.
on the way. I put a pillow and I would lay in the back seat.
Yeah. Yeah. See, that's just some of the things that we had to go through that when you literally grew up with nothing, you just had to
Yeah.
figure it out. Wow. That's such an incredible story.
Thank you.
Oh.
Thank you.
And then you decided to get your real estate license. How does that
Oh,
work? Because
yeah.
he's a broker.
So the reason I got my real estate license was because of him. During this time, living at his mom's, working all these jobs, he's like, what do you want to do for like a career though? You know, is
Yeah.
kind of what he said to me.
Yeah.
And I was like, ugh, I don't know. Like, I guess I could, he's like, why don't you get a real estate license and work for me and like help me and build my business with me? And I said, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
So I did. I started while I was working all these jobs. I was staying up till 3, after on weekdays when I wasn't working in the club, I would stay up till like 3 or 4 a.m. studying for the real estate exam. And then crazy story, actually, I took my test and passed. I didn't have my license yet, but I went to like this teddy ball, like it's like a charity event for kids.
Okay, I've heard of it.
Yeah, and I ended up meeting a couple people somebody who worked at the Oppenheim Group and another person who was a title agent for Oppenheim Group. I didn't know. I drank a little too much that night. So I was throwing up. It was not good. But the next morning, I guess I had
Throwing up there?
Yeah, in the
Girl.
bathroom stall. I know. Really bad. See, I'm too honest. I probably shouldn't
No,
share
it's
this.
okay. But I was like, oh, dang.
Yeah. But it was Brian. You know Brian.
Of course I know
met Brian and then I met Corey. And they both messaged me the next day and they're like, hey, the Oppenheim Group Christmas party is happening in a couple days. Would you like to join? And I was like, I just passed my real estate test. What a great place for me to network at. I finished, but I asked a girlfriend to come with me and she was like, I'm not available, but you can come stay at my house and then I can meet you there when I can. So I drove up after bottle service on Saturday at 3 a.m. to my friend's house in Orange County, stayed the night there by my house, and went to the party alone to network.
Oh, yeah, because it was Saturday
To Sunday.
Okay.
And then I went by myself to network, and I met Brian and Corey there. Oh, God.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you another story, which I haven't told anybody other than my husband.
Tell me.
Okay, so Brian is like introducing me to people. And since he was the only person I knew there, it was like, kind of clinging to his side a little bit.
Yeah.
And at one point, he leans in and he tries to kiss me. Brian. And I go,
sounds like a Brian thing that he does.
I go, Brian, I have a husband. What are you doing? And he goes, oh, shit. Oh, I'm sorry. I was like,
Did he not see the rock?
I go, is that the only, I started like, I got so bummed on myself. I was like, of course you didn't just invite me here as a friend. Of course, like, I was like, oh God, like, is that the only reason you invited me? Not because you wanted to like, introduce me to people and network. And I was just like, do I go home? I text my husband. I was like, maybe I'll just leave. Like, maybe it's not worth it. And then I text my girlfriend. She's like, no, I'll be there. I'll be there with you soon. Cause I just felt uncomfortable. I must have given him the wrong idea. Like, I was like down and out on myself. I was like, how could I be so naive that somebody just wants to be nice and introduce me to people in the industry? Like, no chance. I'm stupid. And so then my girlfriend comes and she's really pretty. And
Do I know her?
Brittany?
Oh,
The
that's
blonde?
girl.
The blonde
I love
Brittany?
Brittany.
No.
No,
No.
just kidding.
Different Brittany. Brittany Huey.
Oh, why did you say it like that?
To what?
You're like, no.
Because somebody told me that Brittany Atherton is the one who made the rumor that Fiona said on the show.
Oh.
That was somebody. I don't know if that is who said it, but I had somebody who confided in me and thinks that it was her. Not saying that it is. I don't know.
Yeah.
But that's why I said it that way. That's the only reason. Okay. More honesty.
No, it's okay. I also pick up on things very easily. So
yeah, you caught that quick.
Yeah.
You're not letting me get away with anything.
Oh no.
But then I brought my friend Brittany, and then Brian asked Brittany out on a date. And Brittany was like,
Brian, what are you doing, Brian?
And Brittany was like, didn't you just try to kiss my best friend? Like, I don't want to go on a date with you. Then 2 seconds later, Brian was making out with his other girl who was apparently her friend. Wait, it gets worse. No, it gets worse.
No.
Then Brian's like, he's like, I'm sorry for everything. Let me invite you to the private dinner at Javier's afterwards, and I'll introduce you to Jason. This is how I meet Jason. This is why. This is the whole story of why I'm at the brokerage.
It makes up for all the stuff that he put you through.
Yeah. Then we get in a car, and he goes, "Hey, girls, also be nice. I'm inviting my ex-girlfriend." I go, "Okay." So then these 2 girls get in the car. It's a brunette and a blonde, and I assumed, I think so. I don't remember her name. I assumed that it was the blonde because he was into my blonde friend, and I'm kind of blonde. And then later in the night, I'm chatting with the brunette, and she's like, said something about Brian. I go, ugh, Brian. She goes, what? Why did you say it that way? I go, well, because he tried to kiss me. He's making out with this girl who's his friend. Then he asked my girlfriend on a date, and then now his ex-girlfriend's here, and I just feel like really bad for her that she doesn't know all this. And she goes, it's me. I'm the ex. And I was like, well, I guess it's better, Fuck, I'm sorry it came out that way, but like.
That is a show in itself. Brian, I love you, but bro. Anyways.
Yeah, he like unfollowed me from Instagram after that night and
God, because you're the problem.
Because him and that girl went and had a long conversation yelling at each other in the corner after that. But then I'm sitting at the table, and Jason pulls up a chair in between me and my friend Brittany and chats with me for an hour, and then says he wants me at the brokerage. And yeah, I interviewed the next week with Charlotte, and Charlotte chose to bring me under her wing, and because I had no experience.
Yeah,
I was new.
Yeah.
And that's the story.
Did you, while you were filming, have you sold a property?
Yeah.
Before you started filming.
Yeah. I sold a little twin house in Oceanside with Charlotte. It was and then I also sold one while filming.
I was under the impression that.
I know. I don't know why they tried to make it seem like I hadn't sold anything.
Yeah.
Or like the girls did off camera.
Yeah.
No, I had sold just as much as Alex Hall did that year. I checked her stats. Same prices and everything. And she's posting, she's never sold a house. Come on, babe. Come on.
Okay. Yeah. Noted. That's wild.
I know.
I didn't expect this conversation to.
I'm sharing it all.
Good old Brian. Man,
because you did the big house with him, no?
Yeah, well, I didn't have a choice. I had to because we were filming. And you know how filming is. It's 5 days a week, all day.
Yeah.
So I really needed to bring on someone while I was filming because because
he's super knowledgeable. Like he's a broker too, isn't he? Yeah.
Brian, business-wise,
he's on point.
He's amazing.
Yeah.
I'm really happy that he went off and did his own thing because there was just too much distraction at the brokerage.
Yeah.
He was
distracted.
He was very distracted. Left and right. There was no stopping that guy. But
he was like a bulldozer.
I was like, I think it's time. You're a broker. You've been doing this for a long time. He comes from his dad was like real estate guru in San Diego.
He made the right choice, I think, too.
100%. So I'm so happy when he told me that he was.
Yeah.
I was like, what took you so long? But he had to learn on his own, and I think he was going through some things with his daughter or whatever. But that's that's his business. Okay,
text my friend real quick.
All the tea. I had to sprinkle some tea on my show. I love the tea. I love a good hot pot.
Unfortunately, I do love gossip. I'm not gonna lie.
I won't lie. I love the tea, but I don't necessarily spill the tea. But I like piping hot. Sign me up.
I feel like I like to share information, and I'm an oversharer, and it's like a problem.
All right. So unfortunately, we have to start wrapping it up, even though I feel like there's so much more. There's so much to you, Ashtyn. Like, truly, people are going to be watching this, be like, wow, they're just going to see a side of you that I knew. Like, we were talking over the weekend too. So I feel like I had to like pull. You're like, I don't know what to talk about. I'm like, girl, I know there's so much.
I think it was more just like me being reluctant to share because like some of the stories are embarrassing. You know, it's not.
I would just not use that word embarrassing. It's part of your testimony.
That's how I felt, I guess. It was a feeling. I felt embarrassed of my past, even though maybe it's not embarrassing.
No, it's not. It's just part of your story. Things that you overcome. And this is what this show is all about. You know, the hard stuff.
I know, you really pulled it out of me.
Yeah. And I'm so glad I did. And thank you for being so open and vulnerable. I really appreciate it. So 2 more, and we're gonna get deep. Okay. So what advice would you give your younger self, knowing what everything you know now, and what do you want your daughter to know?
I would say to always shoot your shot, even if you don't think you are worthy, because you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take, and you'll surprise yourself. I've surprised myself a lot, and it's all because even though I didn't think I'd get it, I didn't think I was worthy, but because I still put myself out there, I've achieved so much more than I even dreamed of.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's what you would tell your younger self.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Just keep trying. Because I feel like so many people want to wait until they feel up to the task or they feel ready or they're not worthy. You know, I even told Jason that night when he offered me the job at the brokerage, I was like, I don't have anything to offer you yet. Let me work as a real estate agent for my husband for a bit and like learn the ropes before coming to your brokerage. And he said, no, I can tell that you have the will, the drive, the wits to figure it out along the way. And I think you're ready now. And Jason told me that. Yeah. And that was like, wow, like he already believes in me. And like, I just, met this person, and it's just, you can really surprise yourself. You just have to really put your heart into it.
So last question.
Okay.
In your definition, what does pain to power mean to you?
I think that it means you can go one of 2 ways. When you go through hardships, they can either make you or break you. And I actually just watched this documentary on the guy who is like that really mean chef.
Oh.
Gordon Ramsay.
Yes.
And he talked about him and his brother lived in the same house, in the same room, with the same upbringing, and they both went through the same hardships, but he became a world-renowned chef who's, has this power, and his brother became a drug user who is in and out of rehab constantly. And it goes to show that when you go through hardships, you can take one of 2 routes. You can use it to fuel your fire, or you can let it break you and turn you into nothing.
And you have that choice.
And that's the choice. You could use it for pain to power, or you can let it pour you down the drain.
That's so good. That's so good.
Thank you.
Well, thank you, Ashtyn, for being here.
Thanks for having me.
You were wonderful. Such a joy.
I was nervous. I hope you guys can't tell. I'm like,
Why were you nervous?
I don't know.
Did it bring back old feelings?
Yeah, it did. I mean, it's been a whirlwind. Yeah. And honestly, I feel like going through it at the same time with pregnancy, I have like a little bit of like the trauma response where it's almost like a little bit forgetful of the feelings until I start like remembering them again. Yeah. I don't even remember 2 weeks after I had her. It was like a blur, that.
So what's next for Ashtyn?
I mean, I'm just teaching a little girl how to walk, talk, crawl, and live life. And she's the most smiley baby I think I've ever met. I do not let this little girl cry ever. I'm excited for you to meet her one day.
Oh, I cannot wait.
You'll love her.
Wow.
But yeah, that's in my agenda.
Yeah.
Raising a baby.
Well, thank you again so much.
Thanks for having me.
Of course.
Thanks, everybody. My whole ass is out.
Wait, before you go, if this episode resonated with you, subscribe to the channel, follow the podcast so you don't miss future episodes, and share this with someone who needs it right now. If you feel called to go deeper, join our Kingdom Culture community on Patreon. It's a place for real connection, growth, and faith, where this message turns into lived out community. This isn't just extra content, it's family. So join us at www.patreon.com/Kayla Cardona and be part of what we're building together. And if something stood out to you, like this episode, drop a comment down below. Your words might be exactly what someone else needs to hear. Subscribe, follow, share, like, comment, and join Kingdom Culture today, and I'll see you there.